everyone has a right to know what happened with their property, right? But we were willing to supply them with enough information in a report. But like, anyways, like I said, we'll have a chat with Sean about it, which I wonder if he's around. The tea.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, are you overseeing Rue Minmi?
Alongside Dion, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask some questions before I start stating it, just so I don't fuck up. Can I speak rather openly about something that she's doing that I just kind of want to bring to your attention?
Yes.
Okay. So, Rue is, I'm going to use a new word, cop shopping for information involving an active investigation. And
that's so great.
It's so, and it's not just her, but it's her father, Flop Dugong. And I'll lay you exactly the circumstances without going into too much detail. You may or may not be aware of a situation that took place up in Toledo a couple days ago.
I signed the warrant for that.
Oh, yes. Well, well, the first house...
I was wondering why the FOIA for that number looked extremely familiar.
Yes. In fact, probably that should not have even gone out. I need to talk to... listen, you go to enough cops, someone's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually, have him redact the number, quite frankly. If that...
Yeah.
And alert you in that regards.
Yeah, I don't...
So I'll put it like this. One of the places we went in, we were given permission by her husband, who lives there. And absent, like, using exigence, absent putting in a search and seizure, as we believe someone was going to quite literally die in there based on what we observed. But given that he gave us permission, we were able to forego all that. And even if we did, blah, blah, blah. So I explained this to her. She was very uninterested is the best way to describe it. And I was getting responses like, so you're telling me there isn't a report? And I'm like, no, there is. It's an active investigation. But it's sort of, the conversation was more asking, it became clear into the conversation after I explained the situation. Actually, let me even wind back. The day it happened, I saw Flop outside and it said, hey, do you live here? It's like, I do. I'm like, hey, just so you're aware, we did have to go inside, and I gave him just enough to, know that like law enforcement went inside the property, right? Like he fucking lives there. I'm gonna tell him, right?
Right.
So he got very defensive. Rue's phone call was yesterday, so this is just timeline. She also proceeded to ask Aaron. She also proceeded to ask Flores ultimately, and God knows how many litany of individuals. Now, to be clear, we have not only the active nature of it, but the second being, we did offer up like writing a report, like going through she was kind of demanding the information on the phone. I did direct her to the FOIA. It's only...
Sorry, hold on, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. No, it doesn't.
Is it getting held up? Oh, shit.
Did you know repair kit?
Oh, he crashed into someone.
Sorry, Joe. I bumped into Joe Rousness. Okay. Sorry about that, Brian. Keep going.
Yep.
I heard you.
So I directed her to in my initial call when she called me, and God knows who else she's spoken to, I directed her to a FOIA. I said, listen, it's an active investigation. Just transparently, it's so fresh that you're unlikely to see that anytime soon. However, what we can do is we can, you can request a report being written surrounding your particular circumstances, right? So we can, you know, hone it down so she doesn't have all the other shit in there and get what she's looking for. She didn't want to do that. And I'm like, you know, listen, you should do that because it needs to be a matter of record. Like, we need to be, like, my department needs to be held responsible too. Like, if you just call in for information, it doesn't work that way.
She originally didn't want to anything. She just was like, you're like, here, I'm going to give you something that you can see within the next however long.
Yeah,
because
like,
you're probably not going to see this for a hot minute.
Correct.
But I can give you something you can see. And then she said no.
Well, her initial was, so there's no report. I'm like, there is, it's active, but I can write another one. And so it kept redirecting, but then she would start asking, who was in there? Who was it that you were afraid of? Like,
that's not what you're gonna get.
And
like, you're not interrogating a cop. Like, they're not gonna.
Yes. Now you'll notice in the FOIA channels, and I noticed this morning, that Erin denied it because she was asked about it as well. And I just got done talking to another marshal, and the same was happening with them. So I don't know if there's more going on here, but that to me is rather concerning, right? Like, if you need a document, a FOIA, like, at least in terms of my department, you even give us, like, I don't give a fuck if you go and say, I'm looking for information regarding this thing in this time band, right? Like, I am requesting a report written for this. Like, we can do that, right? But if those things aren't documented, you know, and you're just going around asking information, now that's not really looking for a FOIA. That's something else, right?
You're fishing for information. Like, it's
precisely.
Yeah, this is a weird spot because it's my warrant, so I'll probably have to talk to Dion to get to talk to her, because me saying, hey, stop looking into my warrant is not a great look.
Well, it's not even stop looking into it. Like, look into it as much as you want, but, like, use the damn FOIA process and stop trying to
I
get
definitely
cops to give you
about
info,
that,
right?
Because, that's not... Man.
I'm less... Transparently, I'm less concerned about, like, is she digging into this, which may be a concern actually to some degree, but this is more like, if this is how she's going about doing things, you know, that no bueno.
It's not something you should be doing as a probie, definitely.
Yeah.
You could lose your bar license just as quick as you got it, so. I'll have to speak with her about it, and then make sure that somebody else is there so that there's a witness to the conversation.
Yeah,
but that's not right, and that's not how. I can't really help old head lawyers from being shitheads, but if I'm bringing up probies, they're going to be listening to me.
Yep, we did document. Erin documented her counter. I documented mine, at least in the FOIA channel, briefly, so there's some context there. But just rather transparently, you know, the problem that puts me in, Sean, too, is, like, it looks like she's involved on another level, right? And I'm not saying she is, but that's the direction it can start to look, right?
It's the dangerous game of playing too close to the sun on a conflation of interests.
Yes.
Like, it's not bad to have a conflation of interest, but when you play it a certain way and you're not really playing by the rules, it becomes problematic.
That is correct. Yep. Okay, easy.
Like I said, I'll speak to her about it and ensure this either stops happening or she won't have a bar, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, we're not doing this game of, like, you're gonna be a sleazy lawyer, especially while you're a probie. Like, you're learning. Like, you need to learn. You're not supposed to be doing what you want to do. you stretch your legs after you get your bar. You don't stretch your legs before.
Yes. The second bit being, which I should probably highlight here, is that her father, on her behalf, has been also doing the same thing. In fact, he came down to the observatory yesterday, and
I'm listening, Brian. Sorry.
No, you're good. Her father called a couple times, and he actually made his way all the way to the observatory where I was having a chat with members of the judiciary. So, you know, this seems like max Karening, but you know, which is normal, but like this is unprofessional as fuck. So.
Right.
Like,
no,
I'm starting. I mean, listen,
just,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, is she being forced to do this by her damn dad's like fucking gang? I don't know.
If you want my hypothesis, I think that she's taking advice from her dad, which he is severely out of practice.
He's been out of practice since
before I've been in town.
Well, so. even before I was chief of police. So,
yeah,
you know,
it's one of those things where it's like blind leading the blind almost.
Yeah. I think he's still mad I killed his brother. I think that's where it kind of draws from. His brother was hopped up in all kinds of drugs, and he tried to shoot down a room full of 15 law enforcement officers with a automatic pistol, and I had to put him down. I did name a park after him, though, right across the street from the marshal's office. You know the ADMC one? With the 3 circles, little spheres. It's the Cody Sharp. It used to be called the Cody Sharp Memorial Park. It had a bus station and everything. You know?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's nice on you. You know?
Yeah. Well, anyways. All right, Sean, I'll let you go. I would love to set
I'll
up...
address this and I'll let you know what happens beyond
Easy.
that.
Hell yeah. Also,
we need to
last thing, Scraps, Coyote, and Springfield, like we're down to bring a squad to a meeting, whatever. We're sort of building up financial related stuff, both in terms of investigating, but also for analyzing and recommending changes, right? So
yeah, I think when it comes to Scraps for now, well, so we just had a meeting with we've had a few meetings this past 7 days, basically, with like different parties and with each other, trying to like get Scraps set straight. And with this legislation change, like we're cracking down hard. So there's I don't know if you have access to that report. Hold on. You should. Here. There is a report. 16412. Can you see that?
Scraps guidelines, yep.
Yeah, okay. So in that, it has citizens involved, and that will have the list of individuals that from Sunday onwards are allowed to do scraps, and it will always have that updated. And anyone doing it outside of that is employed with like the like Blaine County Mayor's office or clerks is effectively overstepping the bounds of their authority to be able to do anything, because they're not allowed to do that anymore.
Is this a joint thing?
Which one? Yes. It basically, so clerks, all the clerks have access to this, and all the Blaine County cabinet has access to this, because legislatively, it's the Blaine, like it says at the top, it's the Blaine County Mayor's office and authorized individuals. And right now, the only person outside of the Blaine County Mayor's office who can do it is me.
Okay.
And I think in the next couple weeks,
this is a guideline. It's not bound on legality, right?
No, there's legislation. Like you can go to legislation, and it's the same thing. This is just like the internal document for us to know who can and can't do it. But like if you go in legislation, it's the second piece of legislation, the Scraps Act, Guidelines Act. But it spells out everything, like who is allowed to and who's not. Like I've been appointed as the Scraps representative.
Okay.
But yeah, well, so basically from Sunday onwards, like if there's a clerk who's not authorized to do it, who's doing it,
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I would love to still set up a meeting at some point.
Yeah.
Primarily
100%.
because we want to look retroactively at what has been going on with it, as some of it stems into some nefarious things, including
100%.
but not limited to like money laundering, right?
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen some logs, and I can tell that like that's why I brought it to you in the first place. Like when me and Gates went to the marshal's office with you, because people are just getting away with doing fucking whatever, and it's kind of just like, all right, you're kind of abusing the system, and people are gonna just take it away if you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I don't want to make a determination of how bad or what exactly it is, but we're starting to see evidence of it from the other side. And so, you know, I mean, I don't know how far this is going to go, right? For all we know, the damn fucking economy collapses.
Right. I do think regardless of anything, though, it'll be good to have like a breakdown of like who's been fucking around and doing stuff, so that like we don't make the same mistake and bringing them in again.
Well, and rather transparently, we would possibly prosecute as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you see fit, you know, I mean, that's why we brought it to you. If you don't think you need to press charges, then that's on you guys, right?
Absolutely.
But I did my due diligence by bringing it to you.
I think the other angle too is and I've made this clear to folks in the marshal's offices, if we find that there is wrongdoing in the line of like, let's say, gross negligence, this, that, and the third, and that's only a consequence of there being no charges, we may even just recommend things, right? So like, hey, you know, corruption may include, like, you know, we have a charge for it. Maybe we recommend expanding, you know, corruption to include that explicitity, right? But I don't know.
I mean, I would say it definitely, I mean, in my opinion, just based on the definition of corruption, I feel like, at this point, like if there's a clerk that approved, if a clerk who's not authorized to do scraps goes and approves an item, I feel like they're abusing the power that they have.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be corruption. Like they're using their position to some sort of, it would be corruption or at least embezzlement.
I wholeheartedly agree. Okay. Easy. Well, I don't want to keep you too long there, Sean. I appreciate it. And
yep, just let me know whenever you want to have that sit down, and then we can do that.
Absolutely.
It'll probably be have, like,
in the next like day or two. Yeah. It'll probably be in the next day or two. Well, the sit down is more to understand the sheet, right?
Oh, like that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what we talked about the other day.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think it would have anything where I wouldn't want myself or any of my marshals to make any judgment, right?
Right.
So
yeah, no, we could do that. Just let me know.
Okay, we'll do. Easy.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Take it easy.
Take care.